Now, some of you might remember, and I hope that pretty much all of you do, remember how to graph. Now, when we have a graph, now usually you have your graph paper and it has these lines going across, right? It's full of all of these boxes, right? Now, each one of those boxes, actually, these right here, maybe I'll use a different color. This line is our x-axis. All right? And then our middle line going vertically here, this one is called our y-axis. Okay? When we have, well, I'll just go ahead and show you. We have these points here. This one, the first one, will always be our x. And it's going to tell you how far over either direction you should go. This other one is our y. The y tells you how far up or down to go. So then if we have a point on our map, and let's say the point is 3, 2. That means that we are going to go over 3, 1, 2, 3. And then from here, we are going to go up 2. Okay, 1, 2, where do they meet? Right here. And we can mark it 3, 2. Now, this box right here in our graph, right on our axes are 0, okay? So this is our point of origin, so we have a 0, 0, which means you're not moving x at all, and you're not moving y at all, okay? This quadrant is called quadrant 1. And usually they'll use Roman numerals, okay? Now quadrant 1 is going to have all of the points. You see our point. These guys are all going to be positive on the x-axis, which it will be, right? Because everything going this way is positive. Everything going this way is going to be negative. So everything in this quadrant is positive, and then it's positive y-axis as well. Because this, going this way on the y-axis is positive, and going down on the y-axis is negative. So right here is our positive with our quadrant 1. Now we go counterclockwise making this, okay? So this is going to be quadrant number 2. Again, it's in Roman numerals. And in this quadrant, what do you think it's going to be? We're going left in from 0, which makes it a negative number, but we're going up on our y-axis, and that's positive. So everything in this quadrant then is going to be a negative and a positive. Then we have this quadrant, and this is quadrant number 3. Now in quadrant number 3, what do you think it's going to be? We got our negative here, because we're going left from our point of origin here. going left, so it's negative. We know it's negative. And we're going to be going down. And down tells us that that will also be a negative number. So everything in this quadrant, number 3, is going to be negative, negative. This quadrant here is our last one. And of course, it is going to be number 4. And Roman numerals IV, as in Roman numerals, is number 4. And everything in this one then is going to be positive because you're moving down this way. And then on our y-axis, it's going to be down, which is negative. Okay, now let's try a few points here. Let's try 4, 1. Let's find plot number 4, 1. Plot this point. Okay, we're 4 tells us that the y, or the x-axis, you're going to go a positive 4, so that's to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you're going to see this y-axis. You're going to go up 1. Where they meet here is our point 4, 1. Okay, let's try a negative 2, negative 3. Oh, first, let's go back to this one real fast. What quadrant is 4, 1 in? 4, 1 is up here. Positive, positive. It is in quadrant 1. Whoops. There goes my light. So it is quadrant 1. I'm actually just going to write my number 1. Okay. Now this one here. Let's see, we have negative 2. So we do our x first. 1, 2. Remember that left here, we're going back for our negative numbers. So here's our negative 2. Now we need to, because it's negative again, that means we're going down from our point of origin. Okay? How many do we need to go down? 3. 1, 2, 3. Where do they meet here? So this is our point, negative 2, negative 3. What quadrant is this point in? Quadrant 3, right. Negative, negative, quadrant 3. Okay, good. Let's try a negative 5 and 3. Okay, negative 5 tells us we're going to be going left, just like on a regular number line. We're going to go left 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we're going to go up 3, because it's positive. We're going to go up. 1, 2, 3, where they meet. So this is negative 5, 3. Negative, positive. Okay, what quadrant is that point in? Quadrant 2. Okay, let's do one more. Let's try 3 and a negative 1. So, our first number is positive, so we know we're going to the right. 1, 2, 3. And then our y number says we're going to go down. So here is 1 down, negative, that is 3 and a negative 1. And what quadrant is it in? Quadrant 4. Okay, now I'm going to try and get this worksheet to work for me. Hopefully it does. If not, be patient, please, while we get this done. Watch this video several times. See if you can pick two numbers. Maybe have your mom, dad, brother, sister pick two numbers. Remember that our first one is our x-axis, and our second one is our y-axis. Okay? And it can be 0. What happens if it's 0? Let's say that we have a point 4, 0. Kind of writing this off to the side. Then we say 4, we go over 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 0. Now this is 0, 0, right? If we go this way it's 1, this way it's 1. So right there in the middle on the line is our 0. So this point is 4, 0. Okay. Awesome.